Hello and welcome to another Tea Break Talk. So today we're going to show you all about the newest crafter that we've done. So it's another Crafter R, a 2.0 if you like, from our first version which we started building just after lockdown. So we had an idea what we wanted to see with the crafter, and that was basically a more sporty looking, feels and looks a bit like a sort of sport line version or an R version like what Volkswagen would make. So we concentrated initially a lot on the outside, getting the looks right. Obviously lowering a crafter is a little bit controversial maybe. It's not for everybody, but we think it does improve not only the handling and the ride of the van, but the looks tremendously. I've never been one for massive wheel arch gaps, and we just don't live anywhere that's going to warrant using like a swamper to its full benefit. So yeah, we like a tarmac spec looking vehicle, you know, and we don't think we've made it impractical. It still will go anywhere you want it to go. You know, we haven't found anywhere we can't get the crafter, so why would you not? You know, it's the best of both worlds. It's looks nice, still practical. So anyway, let's have a look around the newest one that we've done. It's a slight twist on the original interior, still that same social design that we wanted and love very much, you know, where you can get a lot of people in it and maximizing the space for what it is. You know, it's a big van. Don't make a big van look really small as soon as you open the door by filling it with a fixed bed and, you know, all unnecessary clutter that you're probably not going to use because you're predominantly on a campsite or you're camping in somewhere where you've got some facilities or facilities aren't far away. You know, for me, I want to open the door of a crafter and see a big van on the inside. If you are gone to the effort of driving a big van somewhere, why do you want to then have a small van space on the inside? We've seen a lot of conversions that are a little bit disappointing, where you open the door of a big van and you might as well have a T6. There's no more space. So let's show you what we've done and why we think it's the best layout in a crafter ever. So let's take a look inside. So here we are, two captain seats, obviously with swivels, raised deck area behind the front seats, so your legs aren't left dangling around as the floor drops. So we've got that extra little bit on there for the seats. Seats obviously retrimmed in leather, all matching the cabinetry. So we've gone for a really lovely burgundy in this one, which complements the van shades blinds, which were bespoke to us, which we've made, and obviously the oak all tying in lovely there. This is finished in suede and oak throughout, with fabric charcoal cushions on the bed and sofa area, easily seating 6 people around the large table. And yeah, we believe it's the best, most sociable layout for, you know, the crafter that I think you can get. So over here you've got your tap and sink, and that tap will swivel round to the outside. So if you wanted to use it as a shower, as a rinse, you can do. Obviously that will pull out and you can then have a rinse and shower if you like on the outside. You rinse, you know, pets down, that sort of thing, and then of course, you know, return it back into the inside of the vehicle. Loads and loads of cupboard space on the inside there, cupboards underneath the sofas itself where you can put loads and loads of bits and store all your camping paraphernalia away. Control panels, obviously just giving you all of the information for your van and your leisure battery, solar setup and everything else going on over there. 240 volt sockets, and we fitted the diesel cooker in this one again. So we've got a diesel hob in here which combines as the diesel hob and the night heater as well on a very simple control. So that's very nice. So over there, matching Yeti mugs, of course, matching Dometic CRX 50 fridge, wireless chargers, USB points throughout the van, more storage space, you know, very large cupboard underneath the cooker there, all under floor lighting, or under cabinet lighting I should say, which illuminates the floor and the footway into the vehicle. Just such a nice space. When you open the door, it's just spacious, really lovely, inviting, warm, cozy van with plenty of potential for more than a couple of nights away. So I think that's where the Crafter's at. It's a very comfortable place to spend time, and very practical as well. The amount of equipment you can get into the van is just excellent. It's very, very practical from a storage point of view. And again, if we go around to the back of the van, or before we do that, as we're heading around that way, obviously the door's on a stop, so it will stop in what would be the normal position, so your normal access point, which is quite wide, more than wide enough to enter the vehicle, where you've got your cabinet there. And you push it beyond that point into its factory position. Then of course you've got the water filler point in there, and a nice handy storage area underneath that cabinet where you can store all your more dirty equipment, whether it be leveling chocks or cleaning equipment, that kind of thing. So if we go round towards the back of the van, let's see in here, as we open the van up, again all the panelling finished in suede. There's the lovely table. So the bed can be configured into a reversible U-shape. So what we mean by that is that U-shaped lounge you can have either facing in towards the van or facing out of the van. And being very practical as well, we've got extra storage areas inside, large drawers that move out, so you can get all your camping paraphernalia stored away. Another large drawer underneath the raised floor. Again, plenty of potential to hide loads of bits and bobs in there, keeping it out so you're out of the way, so it's not rattling around, sliding around on the floor. So lots and lots of potential equipment space. Just a really lovely, roomy place to be. And of course the sofas convert into a massive bed. It's just shy of a super king size. So it's probably one of the best night's sleep you're ever going to have in a camper van. It's such a massive bed. And you've got extra lighting above where your sleeping end would be. So you've got your little reading lights up there. Full blackout blinds. Like I said, courtesy of van shades, which are modified units which we create ourselves for the Crafter. And then the gorgeous oak panelling behind, framing those blinds, and the oak worktops on the front there for the cooker and the sink, and then with the absolutely stunning oak table at this end as well. And again, illuminated underneath the pods there, so you can see where you're going in the evening. So here we are, sat inside in what has got to be probably one of the most social, inviting spaces that we've had in a camper van. We do genuinely believe this is a great layout. You are looking at only, a 2-berth van, of course. So if you're a couple that wants to travel and you're going to be going somewhere where you are parking with facilities, this is a great van. If you don't require a toilet shower, then again, you're maximising your space inside the vehicle, and that for us is what it's all about. We're not doing a lot of wild camping. There is a facility to put the porta potty away in one of the cabinets if you wish, if you want to bring one of those with you to give you a bit more flexibility. But again, for us and our needs and what we've designed this for is slightly different. So it's to fit that purpose, where you come in and it's just a massive space where you can put all your equipment, hide everything away, so nothing's out on the floor. How many times have we been out in a T5 where you've gone away for the weekend, there's still only 2 of us, and we've had so much stuff just on the floor it's everywhere. You know, you cannot put it all away. So if you're going away for more than a couple of nights and you want to, you know, store everything away, you don't want anything on the floor, a Crafter, you know, it's got to be the way forwards. It's such a lovely van, and they've come such a long way from the early models, which were very commercial, and they were a little bit harder to drive. These are now super easy. They're just like driving a T6. Electric power steering is superb. It's crosswind assist, so if you are up somewhere high and you're driving along, or you're doing a bridge crossing or something like this and it is windy, you don't get that buffeting like you used to with like the older high-sided vehicles. The computers are working it all out for you. They are so comfortable to drive no matter what the condition, and it drives just like a car, which is the best thing about the T5s and 6s. You know, they drive like a car, and this is just a slightly bigger version of that. This is the medium wheelbase van, so it's not massive. You know, there are bigger crafters, there's long wheelbase and then extra long wheelbase. Yes, you could then possibly have this lounge style with an extra long wheelbase and still get like the toilet shower pod in that. That might be something we'd consider in the future. If we look down that road, we just got to be careful on weight. This is actually a very light build. The whole build comes in without any water, and with just a quarter of a tank of fuel in the vehicle, we're coming at about 2,700 kilos, which we reckon is superb. I mean, so we've not dramatically increased the weight of the vehicle to the point where it'd either be detrimental if you're trying to then load it up and put some equipment on it, you know, bike racks and stuff like that. You can still do that and have a bit of headroom in your weight capacity. And of course, you know, it's not overtly affecting the fuel economy, so this is really good. And what a great space. For me, I just could stay in here all day long. It's brilliant, and why would you not? I think the colour combination of this particular van that we've built is stunning. The burgundies, the burgundy leather, burgundy cabinets, burgundy blinds with the oak, silver body work, it just looks amazing. Obviously, I think this is the best one yet. So do get in touch if you'd like to ask us any questions. If you've got a Crafter yourself and you think about getting it converted and you really like this style, do come and speak to us. Kettle's always on. We do like a chat and a cup of tea. So if that's you and you'd want to speak to us about your Crafter, then like I said, do pop along and come and say hello. More than happy to come and see you. So we'll speak to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.